Welcome. This is going to be our video for our sequence quiz number 1, our review in this case, question number 4. Please make sure you catch videos 1, 2, and 3. This one we have in this case concerning geometric sequences. Number 4 says, what is the 15th term of the geometric sequence negative square root of 5, square root of 10, negative 2, square root of 5? And so some of you are kind of freaking out a little bit because you're saying, oh my goodness, we're having square roots, radicals, it's frightening. Hopefully it's not so much. Now, to figure out the geometric sequence, the nth term in general, we use the formula a sub n. Again, it's a different formula from arithmetic because it's a different type of sequence. A sub n equals a1 times r, the common ratio, raised to n minus 1. And so here, we know a1 is negative square root of 5. But to find the common ratio, our r value, can be found by taking the second term divided by the first term, which is equal to the third term divided by the second term. Therefore, we'll take the square root of 10 over negative square root of 5. And that will give us, well, definitely a negative value because positive divided by negative is negative. But the square root of 10 divided by square root of 5 can be written as one giant radical, the square root of 10 over 5, which would be equal to, in this case, the square root of 2. So our value is going to be negative square root of 2. Now we want to take a look in this case, we could do negative 2 over square root of 5, no, negative 2 times square root of 5 over square root of 10, and we would have to rationalize and all, but we're going to get the same value. We're already told it's geometric sequence, so we don't necessarily need to show a3 over a2, a3 over a2, so it should get the same thing anyway. So find our value, we found negative square root of 2. Okay, so our a1 is negative square root of 5, so we're looking for the 15th term. So the 15th term will be a15 is equal to a1, which is negative square root of 5, times r, which is negative square root of 2, raised to the 15 minus 1. I have a hard time drawing fives. Okay, so we're going to find this, right? Which probably won't bring up a calculator. Hopefully that'll be helpful, right? The thing is, we're looking for an exact value. We're not looking for a decimal. So we'll see how this turns out. All right, so we see a5 is equal to negative square root of 5 times negative square root of 2 to the 14th power. Now, one of the things we should know is that you take any negative number and raise it to an even power, it'll be positive. All right, and not only that, we also can rewrite, well, not in the calculator actually, because we can rewrite the square root of 2 as, in this case, negative 2 to the 1/2 power. Okay? Because remember we said before, square root really can be written as a rational exponent to 1/2. And when you raise a power to another power, we're going to get, in this case, multiplying the exponents. So 1/2 times 14 will be 7. So we'll get, in this case, positive 2 to the 7th power. Again, you're saying, why is it positive 2? Because the exponent's also being taken to the 14th power, meaning the negative number. Because of the idea is that negative 1 times negative 1, negative 1. And you multiply negative 1 to the 14 times, you get an even number. So 2 to the 7th power, well, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32, times 2 is 64, times 2 is equal to 128. So now we're going to get 128, 128 times negative square root of 5. And, or in this case, we can rewrite this as a5, our 15th term, sorry, not 5, 15th term, equals 128, negative 128. Oh, yeah. Let me rewrite this here. Negative 128 times the square root of 5. So the concept is the same whether I use a radical number or any integer or fraction. Okay, so but with radicals, consider in this case that we're looking for the exact value. You're gonna have to remember all the stuff we did with exponents as well too. Okay, and this is the end of our video for number 4. I hope this is helpful. Again, watch it over again. Watch it over just at least to figure out the form of setting this up, and of course for some of you, you might say, well, how come it was you got 2 to the 1/2 power? Square root of 2, square of a number is that number raised to the 1/2 power. Why is the negative not put in there? Well, negatives being on the outside multiplied by negative, basically it's -1 times square root of 2. So that's why I put the -1 on the outside of the parenthesis for the 2 there. And ask, you know what, if you have any more questions, please ask and leave them in the comment section below. All right. I look forward to hearing from you guys. And again, if you found this video helpful, please give it a like. All right. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Be safe.